What's up, YouTube? Knowledge is self-determination. So I wanted to make this video today, and I guess title this video Black Encouragement and Black Entrepreneurship. I said that I was going to do videos like this periodically, since I am now a black entrepreneur, a black business owner. Now, before I get started, first I want to shout out to all my subs. Thank you for subbing to my channel, watching my content. Let's get some more likes on some of these videos, though. I'd appreciate that. Maybe some shares too. Also, feel free to leave comments or responses into the comment section. And also, depending on your varying interests, subscribe to my other channels, Ballroom Boxing being one, and the Grass Skirt Lounge, which is where I handle most of my businesses, information about my business, so to say, and the things that I am into with that particular industry. So, and it's a cannabis channel. So if you are someone who is into the cannabis culture and lifestyle, then there's possibly something you can find there for yourself. More content is coming. Also, follow the Grass Skirt Lounge on Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook as well. Now, Black entrepreneurship and encouragement. First and foremost, to all of my brothers and sisters out there who are striking it out on their own, more power to you, man. My cousin just now started her own business. In fact, she launched hers maybe about 4 or 5 months before I launched mine. She has a cleaning business. She's in Baltimore. I'm not gonna give out any specifics on her information because there's a lot of fucking weirdos out there. So unless she tells me otherwise, I'm not gonna give any details on her or her company. But she has a cleaning service. Also, she bakes as well. So anyway, now to all my entrepreneurs out there, all my brothers and sisters out there who decided to muster up the courage to strike out on their own, whether you're still hanging on to your day job whilst getting your business off the ground, or you have severed ties with that company or industry, props to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving forward. You understand? Keep moving forward. And I heard something from Dr. Boyce Watkins. I listen to people. I like to listen to people who have business, who are in business for themselves, and take advice and pointers from these individuals, because I'm a lifelong learner. I'm always going to be a student. I am never too smart to ever acquire any new knowledge and information. You understand? Like the old saying goes, the wisest man knows that he knows nothing at all, or understands that he knows nothing at all, or something to the effect. I could be butchering that quote, but that's the basic gist of it. Now, what I want to say so far as business is concerned, giving you a little bit of background on myself. I am a lone wolf by nature. I'm a loner. I'm a person who is very comfortable, sometimes more comfortable being in my own presence. Now, here's the thing, though. I am not I am not an introvert. I am a people person. You know what I'm saying? I have good rapport with people. I know how to engage people on their levels, in multiple different levels and walks of life. That's one trait or attribute or skill or talent, or however you want to label it, that I feel as though I exhibit rather well, because of my ability to relate to people in so many different aspects of life. I've had a lot of experiences in my life. As a kid growing up, I used to go to camp and all that kind of stuff. I had uncles who used to school me on shit, or just take me to different places, like my Uncle Chuck. I just started talking to him again, and not because we didn't have any issues with each other, or no beef. And I don't hate my Uncle Chuck. It's just that, how distance just sometimes get in between you and the family member, and the further you go into the future, the more the distance becomes greater. Not through any fault of your own, people just don't call each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll think about a person, but you don't think they get their number to call them. But anyway, my Uncle Chuck taught me a lot of shit. He taught me how to drive when I was like 9, 10, you know. The first time I ever sat behind the wheel of a car and actually drove it and operated a vehicle was I was about 9, 10 years old. He used to take me fishing. We used to go down to the Eastern Shore. He had a girlfriend on the Eastern Shore. She had 2 sons, one son about my age and an older son. And even when we were there, down in the Eastern Shore with her and her family, you know, he would take me fishing with just me and him. And it would just be me and him spending that quality time. And I'll never forget that shit, man. I'll never forget that. But that just goes into some of the experiences that I had growing up in the hood, growing up in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm from Baltimore, so I come from a fishing, crabbing community, you know what I'm saying? So those are things that we did to pass time. But because my parents were gone, I didn't have anybody to do that. My grandmother didn't know how to fucking fish, you know what I'm saying? But all these different experiences that I had, meeting people from all over the world, you know, learning about different cultures at an early age, helps me now in my life now. And I did go to private school. Yes, I did go to private school. That also helps as well. But being a lone wolf, you know, being the person who prefers his own company over the company of most people most of the time. Now, I'm not an antisocial person, you know, but at the same time though, I value the time that I get to spend by myself, because even though I'm my father's only child, or my parents' only child together, you know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't have the benefit of having a lot of those lessons that are instilled in you at an early age given to me, because they were gone so early in my life, you know. So even as a lone wolf and having all of the experiences with people that I did have, meeting people from all over the world from an early age, helps me be an ambassador to myself, to my race, hey, even to my nation, you know. It does. You know what I'm saying? A person from out of town can have an interaction with you that will shape their opinion of Americans or black people or Asian people or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So I get along with people. I give people the respect that I want given to me in return. Treat people as you would like to be treated, you know? So those things make it easy to deal with me as a person, because I don't go into a situation with ego. But at the same time, I don't go into a situation, you know, being a soft-ass sucker either. You know what I'm saying? When it's business, it's business. Like, for instance, I had a friend give me some information on somebody who was interested in investing into, you know, my company. He wanted to get a foot into the industry that I'm in. And I was a way to help him do that, because I'm already in the industry, you know. I've already done all the legal things that I need to do to be able to operate as a legal entity in this industry. So we talked about things. We had a nice little conversation. But what I told him was, and I had to tell him this, even though we were having a decent conversation, you know, brother to brother, you know, no ego involved, I had to tell him, look, I can be very shrewd when it comes to business, you know. But I'm gonna just give you this info right now. Look, I don't need your money. Everything that I need to do, I'm just maybe a month or 2 away from getting it myself. You know, the only thing your money is going to do is advance my cause by maybe 3 to 6 months or so. You understand? I don't need you to get anything. I don't need you to get into the industry. I'm already in the industry. In fact, you need me for that. You know, so if you got 20 or 30 grand to invest in my company, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want your 20, 30 grand up front. I will write out an expense sheet, a spreadsheet, and I will give you that expense sheet, you know what I'm saying, which will more than likely never exceed more than 5 grand at a time, you know. And since you want to split the profits with me 50-50, you know what I'm saying, that's cool, you know, because I can take your 5 grand and turn that into 10, 15, 20, you know, if things work out accordingly. Nothing's written in stone. But I had to let them know that up front. Now I'm not saying that now me and this dude have not done business as of yet, and that could be something that potentially turned him off. But you know what? I don't give a fuck, because again, I'm not going into my business looking for other people to help me do anything. I have the mindset of, this is something that I have to do on my own. This is something that I have to accomplish on my own. I have to put myself in the frame of mind that everything that I need to do and get for my business, I have to acquire these things. If I start leaning on other people and putting responsibility on other people to do things for me, then I won't get anything done. That's a mistake that I've made in the past. Fucking flies, my bad, y'all. Fucking hate flies, disgusting shit eaters. But yeah, so those are lessons that I've learned in the past. I've put too much on other people. I've given people too much credit. I'm a person who will overestimate other people's ability, because I don't like to sleep on anybody. As a person who has been underestimated all my life, which doesn't fit to all the praise that I've ever gotten all my life. But in any event, being underestimated all my life, I've learned to not underestimate other people, because the same way I've surprised other people, you can also be surprised. And I have been surprised by other people. It's not foolproof. I underestimate some people, but I make a conscious effort to always give people the benefit of the doubt. That's what I always try to do, to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, because that is my approach to business, I build good relationships and connections with people, and people want to work with me because I don't go into a situation with any ego, but at the same time, I'm firm on my position, So, and also, like a lot of us who grew up in the 90s and the late 80s and the 90s and stuff, Scarface, that old saying from that quote from Scarface, all I have is my word and my balls, and I don't break them for no one. You know what I'm saying? That's been one of the sentiments that I've lived by all my life. My word is my bond. We say that on the East Coast. Word is bond. My word is my bond. If I can't keep my word, then what the fuck am I as a man? But anyway, or what are you as a woman? But that is today's Black Entrepreneurship, Black Encouragement video. I just want to say, stick to your guns. If you are a loner, learn how to interact with people. You can be by yourself when you feel up to it. You don't have to have a entourage of people around you. Because I'm a person that like to fade into the background anyway. I don't necessarily want the spotlight anyway, But if you are a person like that, be social. Allow yourself to be the person that you would be if you had friends around you. When you are around people, you'll attract, like I said, you attract more flies with honey. You know what I'm saying? That is true. But at the same time, though, if you are a people person, don't overdo it, because people will take your kindness as weakness and see that as something that they can possibly prey upon, so always stick to your guns. Always say what you mean and mean what you say. Never overexert yourself. In fact, you know what I'm saying? Undercut yourself. That way you can measure your pace appropriately. Don't ever put more on yourself than you can handle. And that's all I got, man. Like I said, I'm a lone wolf. I'm the type of person who I can be in the company of other people, but if the interaction is not intellectually stimulating, I'm gonna lose interest very, very fast. Very fast. So I don't have a big circle. But it doesn't mean that you can't have one. Just pick your friends wisely, because again, as an entrepreneur, and I truly believe this, nobody else is going to share your vision, love your vision, aspire to see your vision grow and prosper the way you do. It's your dream. It's your vision. You're always going to cherish it more than anybody else. So don't put yourself into the place or the habit of expecting other people to look out for you and your company. Always put the onus on yourself. Always put that on yourself. So anything that you get that is more than that is a gift or a blessing, if you would. You understand? Always be the one on the front lines when it comes to your business. And that's all I got. You got any comments or questions? Leave them in the comment section. I think they've taken away the message feature with YouTube, so I don't know how that works. But comment section on whatever email address I had posted, you can hit me up there as well. And I'm out. Peace.